Hey there, guys. What up? Oh my goodness. It has been a couple weeks. But I want to get back into the swing of things. And there's this one video that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I don't know if you've looked at the title, although maybe you have, but if you haven't, this is my rant about Sonic Forces and why I don't like Sonic Forces. I know this is going to get a lot of hate. And if you have your own opinions about the game, that's totally fine. I'm going to respect your opinions 100%. But these opinions that I have, they're all mine. And if you want to have a different opinion than me, that's fine. But I'm just letting y'all know now that these are solely my opinions. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I want to let you guys know in advance that these points are in no specific order. It's just a random list. So, number 1, we have Classic Sonic. Oh boy, Classic Sonic. So, Classic Sonic in Sonic Forces. In my opinion, he was not needed. There was no reason for him to be in Sonic Forces. Literally, no reason at all. He had Sonic Mania. Just so you guys know, Sonic Mania came out August of 2017. Forces, November of 2017. I don't know if Classic Sonic was just like a last minute thing, but his gameplay in Forces is terrible. It is unplayable. He controls terribly. He has no momentum. When he's going up a slope, he loses his speed. Like, what? Why does that happen? In Generations, he was so fast. He went so quick, and the spin dash did stuff. It actually did stuff. In Forces, you do the spin dash, and like, nothing happens. And then there's one thing with Classic Sonic. If you go on a slope and you like go into a ball, when you land, you lose all your momentum. You just stop. And it's like, what? Why do you stop? And then in the cutscenes, he was barely in any cutscenes. He was in one cutscene with Saving Tails that I remember. And then there was that stupid joke that Modern Sonic was like, oh, it's been generations since I've seen you. There was that. And then there was also the one with the robot. That's all I can think about off the top of my head. Other than that, he did nothing. Wow, he stopped Chaos Zero. How exciting. Even though Tails beat Chaos 4 all on his own. But that's another point of discussion that I'm going to get into later. I think the reason why Classic Sonic was put into Forces was to get the classic fans interested in Sonic Forces. Although, I really do not think it was successful at all, considering how bad his playstyle is. Honestly, he was the worst part of Sonic Forces for me. Every time I had to play as him, I just did not want to do it. I had motivation for the Avatar character because, yeah, it was my character. Like, oh, it's super cool. But every time Classic Sonic showed up, and every time I had to play as him, I just could not do it. I did not want to do it. And another point, his music in Forces sucks. It's so bad. Like, the remixes. Let's just put in this one, for example. Like, what is that? What is that ear rape? It's so bad. Oh my god. Moving on. My next point that I want to discuss, which is kind of similar to number 1, even though it's kind of not. the controls. Oh my god, the controls. Not only does classic Sonic control bad, everyone else controls bad too. Oh my god, Sonic's momentum is so bad. He has a double jump, but like you wouldn't even realize that considering how bad it is. The first jump is fine. The second jump is like this half-ass thing. It's like, why? It's like, it's terrible. It really is terrible. The Avatar character doesn't control too bad. He's fine. I mean, the only ones I really had issues with were modern Sonic and what I discussed previously, classic Sonic. I don't know what they were going for in terms of controls, because what they had going with Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations was great. Sonic controlled great in that game. Lost World was it was okay. Not that bad. Boom, don't even get me started. Boom doesn't have anything to do with this, because that's a whole totally different Sonic universe. Sonic Forces? Oh my god. I don't know what happened. Like, the levels finish way too quick. You are finished with the level in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. I can think of 1 or 2 levels that went around the 3.5 minute mark. And I think they both had the Avatar and Sonic in them. There were only 2. There were over 30 levels in the game. I can only think of 2 that were over the 3.5 minute mark. An average Sonic stage should be around 4 to 5 minutes. That's like a good amount. For modern Sonic, it should not be like a 2-minute stage. No stage should be 2 minutes. He finishes the levels way too quick. The boost is not good in Forces because it does not let you get a good feel of the level. You are finished with the level way too quickly, and you cannot get used to your surroundings. I cannot think of so many times where I was playing a level in Sonic Forces. This was my first playthrough of the game, where I was like, oh, this stage isn't too bad, and then it just ends. I don't know what they were going for at all, but it's all just a mess. The controls are not good. They don't fit the level format at all. If you're gonna keep the controls, make the levels longer. Put more stuff in the levels. Don't make the levels super short and make Sonic super fast. It's not going to end well. I get that there's over 30 stages in the game, but it doesn't matter. Moving on. My next point. The story is all over the place. They do not know what they want to do with the story. When we first see the trailers for Sonic Forces, we think, oh wow, this is going to be a super serious game. Oh my god, this is going to be so exciting. No, it's not. You think that? With the first few cutscenes, it's not. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It tries to take itself seriously, but then Sonic just makes like stupid jokes and stuff, and then Tails is just like super annoying and stuff. Ugh. It does not fit. Like, the Sonic in the Japanese version of Forces is so much better because they actually take themselves somewhat seriously. I don't know what happened with the English dub. They just keep like cracking jokes and stuff, like trying to be funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny at all. One point I'd like to bring up is in the very beginning of the game. You see Sonic get beat up by all of his rivals like Zavok, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Chaos, and you think, wow, this is going to be very exciting. And apparently they are torturing Sonic for months. Yeah, months they've been torturing him for, and you think, oh shit, this is crazy. Oh my god, they're actually torturing Sonic. This is getting really dark, just like in the 2000s. No, they're not torturing him at all. You see the freaking cutscenes with Zavok and stuff, and he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. You think, why? He wasn't being tortured? Like, did the English dub just put that in there for no reason? Oh, I just don't get it. There was no reason to put that in the dub at all. It makes no sense at all. Especially with the cutscenes. You see him, and he's fine. He's cracking jokes with Zavok. He's like, oh yeah, like, can I come, like, join the party and stuff? And then he's, like, let out and stuff, and it's just like, oh, okay, like, he's been fine, like, all this time. And it hasn't been months. Shut up, Sonic. It has not been months. There's one other point I want to talk about, and it has to do with Tails. Silver says that Tails has lost it. Really? He's lost it? Okay, then why is he fine in the cutscenes, huh? Why is he acting like so fine and stuff? I mean, sure, he's missing Sonic, I get that. But then, in the cutscene where he's fixing Omega, he's fine. He doesn't act sad or like miserable or anything. The English dub just put that in there for no reason at all. And it was never talked about again. It was talked about one time, and that's it. Another point I'd like to bring up before we go into the next topic, there were comics that came out before Sonic Forces was released. And SEGA was saying that these comics tie in to the prequel of Sonic Forces. Okay, but they tie into the prequel of Sonic Forces, that's fine. But why couldn't that be inputted into the game at all? Because I feel like not many people read those comics, so it wasn't really the smartest idea to do that at all. I don't get why they couldn't put it in the game at the get-go. It kind of makes you think that they just came up with like the story ideas at the last minute and the game was almost finished and they were just like, oh yeah, we can't change the story, so just make a comic out of it. Perfect. The final point I'd like to bring up is the inconsistencies with Sonic Forces. The first inconsistency that we see has to do with both Tails and Classic Sonic. You guys know what I'm talking about. Cue the scene.
Sonic? You're alive! Wait, what? Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you? Right, that makes sense, I think. Do you know how you got here? Maybe the power that Eggman is using is somehow affecting other dimensions. Which might work to our advantage. I mean, everything happens for a reason, right?
Sonic from another dimension? Are you kidding me, Tails? For real? You were there with Generations! You saw him! He was from the past! Why are you saying he was from another dimension when you know he wasn't? Ah! Stupid fucking Tails! Sorry people, I got a little hot under the collar there, but that scene just ticks me off to no ends. You all have no idea. Another thing that I find super weird is that Sonic is all about friendship in this game. All of a sudden, it's very, very weird. It somewhat reminds me of Sonic Heroes, but I feel like Forces is trying a bit too hard than Sonic Heroes. Let's show an example.
It can't be! It's impossible to get under the Phantom Ruby's null space!
Well, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
Yeah, just a little bit too cheesy, honestly. For some reason, Tails, like, bonds with Classic Sonic or something. I don't know. It's very, very weird and kind of out of nowhere, just like the friendship thing with Sonic. Like, when they're saying goodbye to Classic Sonic, Tails is, like, all sad and stuff. Like, maybe because Classic Sonic was there for Tails when, like, Modern Sonic was supposedly tortured in prison. Ooh. That's, like, the only thing I could think of. Everything else just makes no sense. So I figured I'd talk about a few points that I actually like about Sonic Forces, you know, at the end of the video, after my whole rant. I figured I'd talk about, you know, some things that I actually like about the game. So this whole video isn't just a bunch of hate about Sonic Forces, because Sonic Forces isn't my least favorite Sonic game at all. I mean, there's a lot of problems with it, but it's not my least favorite at all. Like, it's playable, but my least favorite? No. So let's go into the things that I actually like about Sonic Forces. Number 1, Silver. Oh, I love Silver in this game. I honestly wish he got more screen time, because every time I saw him, I just smiled. Silver was always just one of my favorite characters, and I just loved seeing him in Sonic Forces. Even though Blaze wasn't in the game, I really wish he was. But seeing Silver in the game really made me happy, and I liked how he was trying to fight Infinite, and how he played a huge part in the Resistance. I actually really liked that. It was nice to see him get some screen time, since we never really saw him in the previous games besides 06 and Generations. In Generations, he was only there for a rival battle, and then he appeared during the last cutscene, and that was it. But it was great seeing him in Forces. I really liked that. Number 2, Shadow. Yeah, there's a trend here, folks. My favorite part about Forces were the characters. They did Shadow good in this game, honestly. He had some redemption. He had some time to shine. I liked how they included an episode Shadow for him. I thought it was a really good thing to have in the game. And I really liked how they played his remixes in the levels from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I fangirled. I loved it so much because I played Shadow the Hedgehog a year or two back. I really liked the game. I know, don't come at me. I liked it, okay? But it was just great hearing his remixes. Let's show one right now. It's so good to hear, honestly. I loved it so much. And one honorable mention I'd like to give is Infinite. Yep, you guys saw this coming. Infinite was not a bad character. They didn't really know what to do with him. I thought he was a really cool character, but then I played Sonic Forces. I thought he was cool, but he was a little underwhelming in my opinion. He was still a really cool villain though. The cutscenes that he did appear in, I thought he was very villainous, and I liked how he played around with the avatar a lot. Oh my god, that sounded really bad. I'm sorry guys. But I like how he teased the avatar and stuff. I just wish we really knew the backstory on the avatar and Infinite. Oh well. There's always Forces 2. Oh wait. That's not gonna happen. Or is it? Who knows. But honestly guys, that's it. I like how I say that's it after an 18-minute long video. Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got for Sonic Forces. I mean, it's a so-so game. It's not my favorite Sonic game of all time, but do you guys know what my favorite game of all time is? Oh yeah, Sonic Heroes. Oh, such a good game. But anyway guys, I just want to thank you for listening to my rant. And like I said in the beginning, I'm sorry if you dislike this. I mean, that's all fine and dandy if this gets a lot of dislikes. I mean, I honestly just wanted to do this video for fun. Just get my opinions out there and stuff, you know. But thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you're new to my channel, why not subscribe? Hit that like button. turn on those bell notifications or whatever. And this is Amanda the Panda signing out. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.